Attention. Nationwide emergency is in effect. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Move immediately to the nearest evac point. Attention. A nationwide emergency is in effect.
This is bigger than you, and bigger than the lives of everyone on this station.
So here we have the Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition for PS3. It comes with Dead Space Extraction as well as the soundtrack for the game, as well as a Collector's Edition lithograph that shows some artwork from the game, as well as obviously it comes with the limited edition of Dead Space 2, as well as the replica plasma cutter. If you live in North America, you get both the plasma cutter replica and Dead Space Extraction if you get the PS3 version. Contrary to belief, in Europe, you have to choose between Extraction and the replica depending on which system you're getting. So if you live in North America, you get both the replica and Extraction if you get the PS3 version. So hopefully that clarifies something up and helps you decide which version you should get. If you live in North America, obviously, and you had both systems, I would definitely lean towards the PlayStation 3 version, because you get both the replica and Extraction. So that's definitely a bonus for PS3 owners. If you live in Europe, obviously a much harder decision to pick between if you want, the plasma cutter or Extraction. So hopefully that helps you decide if you want to pick up Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition. Just came out January 25th, so definitely a lot of time to go and pick this thing up early on. So we're going to be looking in depth of all the things in here, especially the plasma cutter replicas, so hopefully you enjoy this video. So we have the contents of Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition. We got the soundtrack right here, as well as the Collector's Edition lithograph that shows some of the artwork in the game. As well, we have the limited edition of Dead Space 2 for PS3. Like it says on the bottom, comes with Dead Space 2 Extraction. And if you do get the game early on, you get the limited edition of the game. And this box right here contains the replica plasma cutter. And just a small note, I guess, Dead Space 2, the box art for the Collector's Edition, anyways, it has a nice shiny finish to it, so it's definitely a nice looking box. A lot of great looking stuff in this, so we're going to look at each thing, I guess, mainly the plasma cutter. So we're just going to look at this for a bit. It comes with the soundtrack, comes with 18 songs from the game. So if you listen to, I guess, the soundtrack from the trailers and as well as Dead Space 1, it has a pretty eerie kind of sounding soundtrack to it. So if you're into that, definitely find a friend or somebody that has this, rip it to your computer or something, because it's probably going to be a great listen. As well as some really nice artwork from the game. It's designed by Brett C. Martin, and it's really nice. You probably just, I don't know, do what you want with it, frame it up or keep it in the box, doesn't really matter. But some really nice artwork. Like I said, if you get the PS3 version, you get Dead Space Extraction. It's inside the game disc. And as well, if you pre-ordered it from, a bunch of places, you get a Dead Space Ignition, which is kind of fills in the gap. And if you play through it, then you can unlock some stuff in Dead Space 2. So definitely a good thing to pre-order some stuff. Sometimes, anyways. Sometimes it's a bit of a waste, in my opinion, anyways. So it's if you haven't pre-ordered it, definitely go and pick it up early so then you get the limited edition. It's not really much different, but it just comes with like a bit of extra stuff, I guess, inside. So just kind of like the same as Need for Speed. They had the same thing, came with a bit of extra content for those who pick it up early. And right here we're going to be looking at this most definitely the most going to focus on this thing. It's the box that holds the replica plasma cutter for Dead Space 2 anyways. It's not the same as the replica for Dead Space 1, but you know, we're going to be looking at this and see how it works. So here we have the replica plasma cutter. It's modeled after the plasma cutter in Dead Space 2, so it's a slight bit different from the plasma cutter in Dead Space 1. So essentially it is a flashlight, and I just gotta say right off the bat, it is very small. You know, it's about the size of my hand. You know, they didn't really make it so that it was a life-size one. I think that would make it much more expensive and you know, bump up the cost to upwards of maybe I don't know, $100 or so. The collector's edition is priced at $80 or so, depending on your retailer. Most places are obviously at the price point of $80, but like I said, it would probably cost a lot more. Another thing I have to clarify is that you can't turn this at all to you know, change it to the alternative firing mode that you can see in the game. So that's a slight bit of a disappointment, but you know, it's not too much of a deal breaker. So there are 4 LED lights. Essentially, you know, there's the 3 ones that are used as the aiming reticules, and you know, one is the flashlight. I can't really show it off too well because it's during the day right now, but it's a pretty powerful flashlight for you know, the size, and it uses two AAA batteries, not AA, but you know, based on how it is, you know, the size of it, the battery use, it's a pretty powerful flashlight, I think, because of the colored LEDs. It's made of a light plastic, sort of, so I wouldn't say it's really cheap feeling, but you know, I definitely would have liked it if it was more of a metallic feel to it. You know, make it feel more lifelike, I guess. But since they didn't give us a life-size one, guess, you know, can't really make it feel more, you know, metallic and harder, heavier. You know, it's pretty light as well, like I said. So you know, it's a pretty good flashlight for the you know, novelty use of it, I guess. So you can go around and chop up some necromorphs with it in Dead Space 2. Anyways, so hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing video. Pick up Dead Space 2, came out on January 25th. If you get the chance to get this in North America anyways, like I said at the beginning, pick it up for PS3 if you have both systems, because it's pretty much the definitive package. You get Extraction and the collector's edition, you know, bundled in with the plasma cutter. So obviously I would say that you know, definitely a pretty good buy. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. You know, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and peace out.